The Saints went into the Windy City on a cold Sunday afternoon and scratched out a tough win.
It's time to talk Saints football with your host, the one and only Steve Wiley.
I'd like to start with a great big thank you. We got the most views we've ever had. We increased on subscriptions by more than 40%. So thank you. God bless you. Thanks for joining us for Steve Wiley's Saints Minute. There's an old saying in the NFL, winning ugly is still winning. And Sunday night's win against the Chicago Bears was not pretty, but it goes in the books as a W, and that's really all that matters. Now, the Bears themselves, in all the years I've been watching professional football, they have never been a pretty team, but they're built for their environment. They play outdoors in Chicago, which they don't call the Windy City for nothing. And I don't know if you've ever been in the Great Lakes region in the wintertime. It can get pretty brutal. I'm glad that game was played on November 1st and not in late December. The passing game can be a little bit iffy with those winds. And on top of that, Drew Brees had, who did he have to throw to? Basically two guys, Alvin Kamara, who had a heck of a game, and Jared Cook. They were down three wide receivers. At one point during that game, they put up a graphic on career receptions. And the guy who had the most career receptions, I think, was Traquan Smith with 66. Tommy Lee Lewis had 11. One of the guys on the field, whose name I don't even remember, had none. And a lot of people talking about Brees' arm and, he's not throwing the ball deep enough. Well, he's completing, 73% of his passes. There's a guy named Joe Montana who played for a head coach named Bill Walsh. He developed what is now known as the West Coast offense, the short passing game. The short passing game and screens were basically the running game for the 49ers in those days. And Joe Montana's got 5 Super Bowl rings. So stop. Just shut up about Drew Brees. He's playing great football. At least I think he is. They're winning, right? They are 5-2. All right, were we watching a football game or a Golden Gloves boxing match? What's his name? Win? I saw a tweet that said he made his professional boxing debut against C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Well, I got to tell you, he didn't look very good doing it. Those were some pretty wampy-looking punches. There's been a lot of talk about the defense. They've been much maligned. I thought they played a pretty decent game. Cam Jordan had some good plays. Demario Davis was an absolute beast. And I've heard criticisms that they're not getting any pass rush. They sacked Foles 4 times. And Will Lutz, boy, I'll tell you, man, shades of Morton Anderson right there. Yeah, he missed one early in the game, but he had the game winner. Lutz, that's, what do they call him? Clutch Lutz? Lutz Clutch? The guy's money. I got to eat a little bit of humble pie here. Because every week, I talk about the point spread and the over-under and all of that. And after this one, I'm really glad that I'm not a gambling man. I said, yeah, take that 4-point spread. That's a no-brainer. Well, the spread was 3. I said, don't bet the over on this thing. It's 44. I don't think there's going to be much scoring. Well, the total was 49. Once again, glad I don't bet. So, here we are, 5-2, tied with Tampa for the moment. But then they get the New York Giants this week. Oh, boy. Speaking of Tampa, the Saints will play them this coming Sunday. We'll be back in a couple days to talk about that. I'm Steve Wiley. Thank you so much for joining us for the Saints Minute. If you like what you've seen, please like and subscribe. We'd appreciate it very much.